Yo, what's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? So, we're just gonna go live, do 2 topics. Yeah, 2 topics. Live for 2. So, first things first, Shameik Moore wants to play Miles Morales. And the authorities will be appearing in Superman Legacy. Boom. All right, guys. So Shameik Moore wants to play Miles Morales. Let me what the fuck am I looking for? Oh yeah, the article. Okay. We're gonna keep this short, guys. Gonna do a solo show. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. So Perp wants to get on here and roast my boy, Tobey Maguire, the GOAT Maguire. So I put out a post on Twitter of Miles Morales, and I said, "Yeah, Shameik Moore for Miles Morales. Let's do it." And then Perp said, "I mean, Tobey was like 45 when he played Spider-Man, so why not? Man, why I gotta hold my homie Tobey like that? He ain't do nothing. Can I join? I'm gonna keep this solo because after this I gotta stream with MSK, so I'm gonna keep this short. It ain't gonna be too long. Spoil the Flash? Not yet. Not yet. I will be doing more spoiler videos talking about it, but probably will wait until June 12th to spoil it anyways, because I'll be watching it June 12th. Hey, SJ, James Gunn is going to do a new 52 or will he do a Justice reboot? I mean, it's an overall reboot for the entire universe. I mean, we already know the plan. Started with Superman Legacy. Don't know where it's going to end, but he only gave us half the plan because you don't want to spoil you don't want to spoil the whole plan. You don't want to tell us everything, right? You want there to be some surprises in between. You cannot spoil the whole plan. But we will, yeah. I mean, he's gonna reboot the Justice League. From what I've seen in the Flash, that whole Justice League getting rebooted. I even think Ezra Miller too, because you can't even put him on the red carpet. So why would you keep him? Why would you even consider doing it? Yeah, people might forgive him and give him a chance, but who would consider that? I wouldn't. Shameik Moore got no riz with Haley Steinfeld. I mean, he trying his best. They probably be clapping cheeks anyways, and she don't want to be open and honest about their little relationship. Was good a Concha? She was clearly uncomfortable. She was, but she probably just pretending like they not. She probably pretending like they not in a relationship, doing it and stuff. They probably be doing it in that recording booth. I guarantee it. They be doing that recording booth. Okay. First things first, let's talk about Shameik Moore wanting to play Miles Morales. So Shameik Morris came out and pretty much said he wants to play Miles Morales. Right. This is the article here. Well, not article, but the quote. Miles Morales voice actor Shameik Moore has announced his intention to lose weight to best position himself to play the character in live action. Time to lose weight so y'all can see Miles more clearly. Okay. I'm totally fine with Shameik Moore wanting to play Miles Morales. For one, let's make this clear. Miles Morales is black. He's Afro-Latino, but he is black for the most part. If I was walking down the street and I saw Miles and I seen him, I'm assuming he's black because he looks black. Now, if I talk to Miles and ask him, hey, what are you? He's going to tell me, well, I'm Afro-Latino, I'm Puerto Rican, blah, 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 blah. But he's black. Shameik Moore's black. Personally, I say get an Afro-Latino person, but it would just kind of make sense to make the guy who's voicing Miles to play Miles. He can pull off the look. Miles doesn't need to be a teenager for one, because in the comics, games, animations, and yeah, comics, games, animations, he's a teenager. Like literally a teenager in every single adaptation he's in. I think this time we can do something a little bit different, because let's do something different. Let's let Miles be in his early 20s. Shameik is only 28. He is not that old. Look at this man. This man is not old. At most, he needs to shave off all that. Well, now he still looks like he's in his 20s. Like, you guys, I'm telling y'all, Shameik Moore does not look that old. He'll be downplaying this dude's age. And Tobey Maguire played Peter Parker when he was 27 anyway, so why not let Shameik Moore play Miles Morales? I think he'd do great. I always wanted him to be in a role like this. Personally, I wanted him for Static Shock if DC had their stuff together years ago. But, he can't, at his age, not for Static. Only an aged up Static that's out of high school, cool. Miles, when you do his live action movie, just make him older, because all this is going to do is just help out Miles' character and get him more well known. And this movie, if it's going to be produced by Sony, I'd say throw it in its own universe. It don't got to be part of anything else. Just put it in its own universe and allow for this character to just be alone, fights his own villains and stuff. Make up some new villains if you have to. Do something original with this character and put it out there. And if they decide to put him in the MCU, with the age that Tom Holland's at, his Spider-Man, I mean, I'd be fine with both of them. Miles in college, they both around the same age, and they both end up in the same college, and they living together or whatever. And then he gets bit by some random ass fucking spider. But personally, I prefer for it to just be solo. He's in his own universe. That's what I would prefer. I don't want Cyborg again. I definitely don't want that fool. Keep him away. I don't want to see Cyborg on the Justice League again, ever. What's your thoughts on the rumor of the writer of Supergirl? I know she doesn't have a lot of writing series, but do you think it'll be good? Let me look up who the writer for Supergirl is. Okay, not there. Just got back from seeing this for the third time. What's up, Blessing? Arkham, can you send me the article where you seen it, the thing about the writer? Because I've seen it going around on Twitter, but I don't see it. Shameik Moore's live action Miles. Sure, he can be Sony Miles, and the MCU can have their own Miles Morales with Tom Holland. I agree. You can just do both. You don't have to have Miles stuck in just the MCU. Personally, I'd say Sony just make Miles Morales the Spider-Man for y'all Venomverse. So y'all have a Spider-Man or some shit. Like, they need a Spider-Man. Just use Miles. And then keep Tom Holland over at the MCU with all the other heroes and stuff. And then whenever you do your multiverse crossovers and shit, then they connect and come together. But why we have Damian Wayne in DC reboot, but not Dick Grayson? At least have him in the first movie as a kid. Philip, I'm there with you. I'm not against Damian Wayne being a Robin, but as far as a universe goes, this is kind of too early for him, because that means shit, at this point, Superman should already have a son. John Kent should be born by now if you're going to have Dick Grayson. Damian Wayne is Robin, but whatever. That means Batman's going to be probably late 30s at best. Could be touching his 40s at that point. Oh, shit. What age this motherfucker got to be? Yeah, he probably be like late 30s. He definitely gonna be touching his 40s at that point. I'm not a huge fan of that. I think at most he probably should have started at Tim Drake. Tim Drake at best, not Damian Wayne. Tim Drake, yeah. If you wanted to already have Nightwing as Nightwing, fine by me. But Tim Drake at least. I think you kind of going too far with Dick Grayson as Robin. I get that's his favorite Robin, but man, too far out. But hey, things could change. Things could absolutely change because who knows? James Gunn might fall back on it and say, "Nah, that's too late. Let's do Tim Drake." So, but as of now, not a huge fan of Damian Wayne as Robin right now. Not right now. But at some point, yeah. James Gunn is ruining DC. He hasn't even started yet. By the time Superman Legacy comes, then we can really critique James Gunn. At this moment, all these movies already been made. They're there. His credit's not really on these. Most of these are still Walter Hamada's projects, like The Flash. The Flash isn't James Gunn movie. That's Walter Hamada's movie and the people that worked on it before. So if anything, that credit's going to go to them. Hey, man, finally made it to the stream. Was good, Blessing. Was good. I can give your name. Anna Noguera. All right, let's check this lady out, see what she wrote. Oh, she ain't write no bullshit. What the fuck did she? All right, let's go look at her IMDb. See if she wrote anything. Oh my gosh! Please don't do what the MCU's doing. Please don't do what the MCU's doing. Fuck. It's not to say that she can't write. I don't even know what this We Win shit is. I'm probably not going to watch it at all. I'm definitely not going to watch it. Let me make that clear. She seems like she's a very fresh writer in the game. Her only credit so far is We Win from 2018. Hey, she might surprise us and might write a good project, but I'd rather have experienced people working on this. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Look, if she's writing shit like some Teen Titans Go episodes, that's fine with me. But yeah, I don't know what to say about this chick. Like, all she wrote is this. Hey, maybe when she writes this DC project, she might do really good. It might end up being really good, whatever she writes, but I wouldn't hire. I'd rather have more experienced writers doing this. But you also got to give new opportunities to new people. But still, I'll have to wait and see what she can do. But based off this We Win, I haven't seen it. I can't critique it and say it's good or bad. But like, she only got one credit so far, and it's from 2018. Yeah. Hopefully, whatever she writes is going to be good. Hopefully. I wonder if Lois Clark are even going to be together yet in Superman Legacy. Nah, I think, well, from what James Gunn said, Clark is going to be working at the Daily Planet already. So either Clark is going to be working there for a couple years, probably already past his intern stage and is no longer interning. He's probably going to be like maybe 2 years deep into working at the Daily Planet. Doesn't mean got to be with Lois yet, but maybe I don't know. He might already be with Lois, but if he's there 2 years deep, I think that's enough time to get him and Lois together and get them in a relationship. But personally, I'd say just start them off single. Let Superman be single. You didn't even got to get him together with Lois in the first movie, anyways. Uh, Maybe the Superman sequel, him and Lois decide to get together then. But if you are going to set up Lois and show her in this movie, the one thing they need to get correct is the romantic chemistry between the two. Because if you look at Superman and Lois, those two got great chemistry. Tyler Hoechlin and the woman who plays Lois Lane, they got amazing chemistry. Like, they feel like a real couple. They're actually the best Superman and Lois we've had in a long time, since Christopher Reeves. I'd say Smallville. Smallville, Lois and Clark was cool. But we haven't had a good Lois and Clark in a long time in live action. They did say we were going to get the Bat Family, but I hope it's not just Damon and Dick only like they did in animated movies. Yeah, if we are getting the full Bat Family, hopefully Jason's already Red Hood. Damn, that means you can't do Death in the Family. Shit. Damn, we'll get Death in the Family. Well, hopefully that's like an Elseworld movie. We get Death in the Family. But you do. Hopefully Jason will already be Red Hood. Dick Grayson will be Nightwing. Barbara Gordon probably a established Batgirl. She might even be Oracle at this point. Who knows? Tim Drake will be Red Robin. Hopefully he's going to go by Red Robin, because if you're going to have Dick Grayson as Robin, you got to give Tim Drake a different name. So let him be Red Robin. And Dick Grayson, Damian Wayne could be Robin. And maybe, Cassandra Cain is there. Well, at least get them out the way. Cassandra Cain and them, add them on a little bit later to the Bat Family if you're going to build that up. I'm sorry, but I kind of disagree with that. I'd rather have an already established Bat Family, so I think it's a better alternative just to skip over and have established Bat Family already. I have no issue with having a Bat Family, but with the established Bat Family you already have, you're going to put this big gap between the development of Batman and Superman. Because at this point, for Batman to have a son, and what was Damian Wayne's age? Hold up. What was Damian Wayne's age when he debuted as Robin? What, he's like 10, 12 or some shit? $14? Yeah, 14. Okay. Bruce, okay, at this point, Bruce definitely has been Batman longer than Superman in this new universe. That's the thing. I want Superman and Batman to be close in age so they can develop in age and work together like in a career. But if they're going to do this, they have to go all the way. Like, Jason Todd already needs to be Red Hood. Nightwing needs to be established, and the Titans need to be established too. Tim Drake needs to be Red Robin. Batgirl, Barbara Gordon. Personally, I have her as Batgirl. I don't want her to be Oracle. I don't even think you need to do Oracle. Just give us Batgirl. And if she wants to start to train Stephanie Brown and stuff and Cassandra Cain to become Batgirl, fine by me. But I don't know. I want the Superman and Batman to be close in age to together so they can develop. That's what I didn't like about BVS and the DCEU. I was not a huge fan of Batman being 20 years deep into his career, Superman only being 18 months into his career. It's like you have a Batman already on the verge, getting ready to retire, and the Superman just starting. Like, what can you really develop and build with this? How do you build a universe, a long-lasting universe, when Batman's pretty much ready to retire? He's not going to be around that long. It's like, okay. But if you're doing a Bat Family, go all the way with it. Personally, I started Tim Drake, but we're here with Damian. Like I said, Bat Family, they all better be there. Titans better be established. I don't want to get Nightwing and the Titans ain't even established yet. Titans need to be established before Nightwing. So if Dick Grayson's already Nightwing, boom, that means Beast Boy, all these other heroes are already here. I want Teen Titans live action, but it cannot have Damian Wayne in it. If Dick Grayson, I hope they put in Damian Wayne in Teen Titans. You can have Nightwing leading the Titans. You can make that's the thing to give Nightwing more of a big role. Like he's actually consistently leading the Titans with Starfire. Oh yeah, and at this point he got to be hooked up with Starfire too. So this is the exciting thing about this, right? Because these first couple movies are going to be introducing us to a lot of the other heroes that we're going to be seeing. We're going to be seeing Starfire. We're going to be seeing like Starfire, Cyborg, Kid Flash, and so many more. Speedy. So hopefully they're doing everything as it should be. Agree. After seeing Spider-Verse, I really want a Static Shock movie. James Gunn has already talked about bringing milestone characters into the DC universe, so they are definitely still going to pop off. Now, for the Static movie, what I need is for Milestone. Milestone comics need to be heavy on that. They need to be heavy into the movie. Like James Gunn needs to allow Milestone to really run that movie. You know, cast the character, pick a director, all that. Milestone needs to oversee it. And the movie honestly needs to be a love letter to Dwayne McDuffie. Rest in peace, Dwayne McDuffie. He is one of the co-founders of Milestone. That they need to let Milestone do that movie. You know, James got to be really respectful and let Milestone do this movie, because there was a time when DC fucked over Milestone Comics, and now Milestone in DC, that's, you know, Milestone in DC, they was already linked up, right? So, out of respect, let Milestone do this movie. Out of respect. And rumor for Supergirl. Shameik Moore's 28. Why does he want to play Miles? Because he voiced the character. I mean, he voiced the character. I can see why he wants to play him. Besides, it's kind of, I guarantee he always wanted to, you know, play a superhero anyways coming up. But he probably didn't get the opportunities because there was no opportunity for a black Spider-Man at that moment. I just hope that DC gets it right this time. Superman Legacy will be our first impression. And Superman Legacy, let's go ahead and jump over to that real quick. So the authorities are going to be popping up in Superman Legacy, right? And this is going to be setting off the new universe. I've seen how Flash ends. I'm not going to spoil how the universe is going to work. But all I can say is this. Blue Beetle and Aquaman 2, whether they are successes or not, they can easily be booted from whatever James Gunn is doing. James Gunn is safe to do what he needs to do. Let's make that clear. So, however, whatever happens to Blue Beetle and Aquaman 2 won't affect James Gunn, because we have seen stuff like the Joker that come out that was not affected by the bad baggage that was the DCEU. Same thing for the Batman, separate universe, that was not affected by the bad baggage that was the DCEU. There's going to be possibly some baggage if you keep some things like certain characters. If you keep Ezra Miller, if you keep Jason Momoa's Aquaman, you know, in my opinion, recast all the Justice League. But we have seen that this stuff from a separate universe, hell, even Superman and Lois is affected by the attachment to the CW, and that's why a lot of people wouldn't give it a chance, because it's part of the CW. Now, Superman and Lois was on Max. I guarantee it'll be getting a lot more viewers and more engagement with it, but it's not. But still, James Gunn is safe to do what he needs to do and start off this new universe. He's perfectly fine. So if you guys are worried, trust me, do not worry. Do not worry. He's safe. But he's not safe if Superman Legacy isn't good. That's the thing. If Superman Legacy isn't good, then we off to a bad start. For a character like Supergirl, they should get someone who has experience writing that movie. Same. Like, I don't want no She-Hulk writers. You know, because the writers for She-Hulk and the writer for what's that shit? What's that shitty show that came out? MCU show, WandaVision. The WandaVision writer. She was pretty new in experience. She didn't have a lot going on. Who else? Phase 4 had a lot of new and up and coming writers. He had a bunch of them. Had a bunch. And a lot of them wasn't good. And we have seen that reflect in Phase 4. And it overall wasn't good. We got stuck with a lot of shit. I think John is supposed to be a year or two behind Damian age-wise. Yeah, that's my thing. Like, if you're going to have Damian Wayne here, then John Kent need to be here by this time. Because, Super Sons and shit, it's like, that's not going to happen. You're not finna get John Kent and fucking Damian Wayne doing their thing, because James Gunn is already introducing Damian Wayne. That's what I'm talking about. Like, because I do want to see that somebody. I want to see Super Sons, but now you can't have Super Sons because Damian Wayne's already here. I know John Kent's not born yet, because that means Lois and Clark would have had to already be married now. This is what I'm talking about. You should have not jumped to Damian Wayne so early, because you have to really shape. You gotta want to drag this, right? You gotta want to drag this. Starting out with a Batman super young, just like a Superman super young. They don't have to be at the official start, but like 2 years in, 3 years in. Because you want to drag this universe out to go longer than 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. That's what the MCU is doing. They're trying to go for the MCU trying to probably go past 50 movies, over 30 TV shows. They in for the long run. And with plans like this, the gun needs to dial it back with the Batman stuff. He's doing Superman too early in his career and Batman too far out. I'm just looking at time, because you want to get to something like John Kent and Damian Wayne, Super Sons, have them potentially at some point take over for their fathers when they start to age out. Do you want Patty Jenkins to write for Superman? No. Directing, I'd be okay with Patty Jenkins directing a Superman movie. She's not directing it, but writing, no. She's not a writer. She's a director. Hey, what's up, Dots? What's good, Darkness? I don't want Damian Wayne in Teen Titans. Ugh, I hate that motherfucking them Teen Titans movie. That motherfucker Damian Wayne was annoying. I wanted to beat that little motherfucker ass. When I saw Damian Wayne up in that freaking Teen Titans shit, when I saw his ass, this is what I wanted to do. Let me show y'all what I wanted to do to Damian Wayne when I saw him in that movie. Hold up. This is what I wanted to do to Damian Wayne, seeing him up in that Teen Titans movie. He was so annoying too. Look at this, y'all. Talk shit, get hit. Go ahead, whoop his ass, Batman. Look at that shit. Little punk ass kid. Yeah. Hold up, wait. I'm not showing the best. Hold up. Yeah, kick his ass, Batman. Hold up, wait. Yeah. Yeah, little punk ass kid is what he gets. That's what he gets, you little trash kid. Gosh. That's why he got fried in that Justly Dark Apocalypse War movie. That was beautiful to see him get fried and toasted. Toasty. I really want to see Tim lead Young Justice this time around, but that's going to be in the future chapters. Oh, they had, that's the one thing about the if y'all remember the Young Justice TV show, they had Tim Drake show up, and they wasted a lot of the Bat family in that show. Like, Tim Drake was there. Yeah, they wasted some of those Bat family members. But that's really how Batman Superman met. He already had the Bat family established way before he met Superman. This is in the comics also, as well. They also did. this is Bruce Timm universe as well. See, that's fine and all, but we have to think about live action, right? In the comics, with the continuity they do and stuff. But okay, at some point, people want to see John Kent. How you gonna do John Kent and Damian Wayne, and John Kent's not even born yet? Unless you gonna do some fast tracking or some multiverse stuff. Like how you gonna do super science? How you gonna set up this next dynamic if by the time we get to uh Damian Wayne's gonna age up at some point through this 10-year plan if it started with Damian Wayne. And like what's next? Because at that point, you're gonna have to make up a new Robin, a new original Robin, unless the comics don't do it. So you can have John Kent Superman and team him up with Batman's student, his little sidekick, and have them together doing their thing. Or I still think you need to age Batman down and dial it back with the Bat family stuff because this is too far out. They're too spread out. That sharing relationship may be the downfall. If that milestone partners aren't compatible with Gunn, things might combust. I think Gunn might be the right person to have that bond with Milestone and allow them to do their thing. I mean, I'm not gonna say he's, I'm not gonna say he's against black people coming up and doing their thing. I mean, we've seen how he responded when people got mad at him for the High Evolutionary being black. He said, "I'm gonna cast whoever the fuck I want." He wanted a black man to play the High Evolutionary. I think James Gunn will allow Milestone to hopefully run this movie and really allow for it to be a Milestone project and make it pop. I hope, but I feel like he's the type of person that wants to build a good relationship like that and allow them to do so. I think he should. It would be totally respectful, and I'd respect it if he did that because Milestone, like I said, DC fucked them over at one point. They did. They got a good working relationship now, but I'm not gonna lie and say that DC didn't fuck them over at one point. It was fucked up, but now they got a new working relationship. Now Milestone was supposed to do a animated Dakotaverse movie with Static, Icon, Rocket, the Blood Syndicate, and more, right? And that film is currently, I guess, on hold at the moment. Hopefully, they're still going to allow that to come out as part of what a DC Elseworlds project, or maybe Gunn might integrate that animated movie as part of the main universe, since animated projects will be a part of it. And then whoever we see in the Milestone animated movie is going to appear in the live action, and whoever gets casted to do the voices will be playing them in their live action role. But hopefully, Gunn wants to build good relationships and allow for Milestone to do that. But I'm just hoping it would be for it. WB gets Milestone their own studios for their characters. See, Milestone's best chance is, well, James Gunn is their best chance to really allow them to come up and create something with these characters in a movie form. I guarantee you it's something like Static, not Static Shock, that's the TV show. Static is a profitable movie and it does big numbers. Milestone is going to definitely be bump up. They're going to bump up. If Icon and Rocket is successful, that's going to bump them up. Now I don't know where they can go within Warner Brothers, but there's going to be some promotions coming their way. They're going to get promoted in some way because they're going to look how profitable they are. Maybe James Gunn will be their gateway to get Milestones to get more stuff out there. Milestone also needs to make more characters too. That's the thing too. Milestone needs to make more characters, more black characters. More, Hispanic characters too, Asian characters. I want to see Milestone create some more characters because they don't have that many characters, but they got some good characters, the ones they already have. It'll be cool if W gives Milestone their own studios for their characters. I already read that. I can't wait for Jon Stewart casting. Hey, y'all know who they need to cast for that, for lanterns? Shit. I got y'all. Let me show y'all who they need to cast for the lanterns. Hold up, I don't need y'all seeing my screen yet. This is the man that we need for our Jon Stewart. I think this is a really good casting. People have been wanting this for years. And I really think this would be good. All right, y'all ready? This is who they need to cast for Jon Stewart. My man's, my homie, Roman Pierce. No! No! Oh my gosh. You guys, honestly, look, I know some y'all gonna be mad at me, like, man, this shit trash. If Tyrese Gibson, let's say if Warner Brothers had their shit together, I'll be honest with you, I would have been okay with Tyrese as Jon Stewart. But he's like 44 now. Man, kind of old. Yeah, Jon Stewart, I think he's gonna be in his 30s because you got to give him time to like go through the military because he is he is part of the military, and one thing that is attached to his character is his little PTSD and stuff. So you got to give him time to be a soldier. So I think he's gonna cast a person that's in their 30s, and I think same thing for Hal Jordan. James gonna probably cast people in their late 20s. Because in the military, your service is about 4 years and stuff. Maybe John decides to do more than 4. He gets discharged due to some mental issues. It's linked to his PTSD, and he decides to finally gets the ring and does his thing. Can't wait for Jon Stewart casting. Do you think Zack Snyder could do a Teen Titans live action? Hell no, I don't want to see that shit. It's gonna be like that Titans TV show. It's gonna be all edgy and shit. Nightwing gonna be talking about fuck Batman. That shit was trash. Talking about fuck Batman, all that bullshit. I guarantee this. He'll probably do Starfire better than Starfire in that TV show and Beast Boy. But that's just gonna be some. Yeah. No. For someone like Zack Snyder, if he were to come back, you need to give him characters like The Question. I didn't even think Zack Snyder could do Swamp Thing, but he's not a horror guy. I can see him doing a Swamp Thing film. Characters like Etrigan, like you got to give him very specific characters that fit his type of like style. Like, Batman is more Zack Snyder. Punisher is more Zack Snyder. I wouldn't give him the Titans. Now he can do someone like Raven. That totally fits his vibe, but no. I think Damian Lesson, he's going to have to learn is just because you're Batman's son doesn't mean you're gonna get everything handed to you. Dick, Jason, even Tim have worked hard for their spot in the fam. Facts. But Damian already does come from a somewhat privileged lifestyle in a sense, anyways. I mean, mind you, growing up with the League of Assassins, he went through some rough trainings. He is the son of Ra's al Ghul, so he definitely is respected a lot more. That stuff can make him big headed, but I don't think he's gonna be spoiled brat. he's gonna have this weird sense of justice and stuff because Ra's al Ghul and Batman, they are kind of fighting for the same goal. It's just that Ra's al Ghul is way more radical and insane about his methods and his way of going about trying to save the world, and all those ideas that Ra's al Ghul teaches Damien is going to go over to him, to Damien, and then Batman has to deal with it and help get him out of that mindset. Batman and Superman should be close around to the same age, basically. I gotta agree. Yeah, like it's cool again, unless you age up Superman some more. That's it. You either gotta age up Superman some more, already establish him with Lois, and already have like John Kent, born. But I'm just not a huge fan of this gap between them. I got to see how this plays out, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not a huge fan of that gap. I'm not gonna be a hypocrite because I didn't like it in the DCEU, and I just got to see how it plays out. I got to see how it plays out, but not a huge fan of it right now. What if Jonathan Kent is already the same age as Damian Wayne in the movie before they don't want to show him yet? Well, that means Superman and Lois has to be married by this time. They have to be married by this time, and they have to have been, together for some years. Superman has to at least like be in his 30s or 30s by now, 40s, because Damian Wayne is going to be like 14. Maybe he might do him at 12, but he's more than likely going to be 14. So Jonathan Kent needs to be that age. That's why too early. That's one of my concerns for the new DCU. I can understand why Blazing. I don't trust it. Yeah, I'm giving it a chance. Like, there's some stuff I'm down with, like the Superman, the Authority stuff. But mind you, that Batman and Superman dynamic, you gotta have it there. Cast Wayne T. Carr for Jon Stewart. Nah, I wouldn't say cast him because you're gonna bring them over. Don't do it. They all gonna come over. Like, Snyderverse restored. 2025 is a big year. Kang, Superman, and the Batman 2. That year is stacked. I think Batman 2 is gonna get pushed back. Batman 2 might get pushed back, maybe a year, because the writer strike is happening right now, and the script isn't completed. Like, we would have found out if the script was completed. The script isn't done yet, and they can't write the script right now because Matt Reeves has to support the strike, and he can't write. So it might get pushed back to a year. If anything, they can start filming 2024. But if the script is not done yet, maybe the script might be done near the end of this year. Who knows? But hopefully he can get the 2025 release still. But the Batman Part 2 and Superman Legacy, if everything works out, they'll at least be filming around the same time. I did too when he was younger. I remember everybody was fan casting. Y'all remember they fan casted Ice Cube as Jon Stewart? Everybody wanted Ice Cube to play Jon Stewart. It was good times. Early 2000s was good times, y'all. We was fan casting everybody. I'm telling y'all, we was. Today was a good day. Yeah, we was fan casting everybody, bro. Oh my gosh. Yeah, people was fan casting Will Smith. So many people with Jon Stewart. But I think someone like Michael B. Jordan would be good for that. Someone like Michael B. Jordan. You know, also have Michael B. Jordan produced the Static Project too, playing Jon Stewart and producing Static. But personally, no, it's not. It doesn't have to be this way. But I kind of want a dark skinned black dude playing Jon Stewart. I want to be a dark skinned brother. If he light skinned, that's fine. But I kind of want a dark skinned brother that's bald. I wanted Tyrese to play Jon Stewart at one point. I watched Shazam 2 and the writing was trash, but okay. Shazam 2 fire. It's better than the first. I've been in the trenches. I've seen all 4 seasons of Titans. Still love Anna though. Yeah, look, I don't dislike Anna. I just dislike the show and the all them being so freaking lazy with. And I'll make this clear because it's those people that also complain. Why you complain about just Starfire but not Beast Boy? They both look trash. Starfire look trash. Beast Boy look trash. They both look trash. Beast Boy trash too. Nigga ain't green. She ain't orange. She don't look like Starfire. Anna Diop is beautiful, but y'all want to know what would have looked even better if you put her in the makeup and make her look like Starfire. But this is why I say DC was being cheap at this moment and not actually just going the full route and putting the makeup on her, making her look like Starfire for each episode. And honestly, they didn't even have to paint her whole body, but the outfit they had her in this outfit here. I mean, you couldn't really paint her orange in some sections because you see most of her skin is revealed. But whatever. Gotta run around in this cheap red light district outfit. But yeah, Starfire look wag, Beast Boy look wag. They don't look like the characters. If I went down the street and had that Anna Diop and say, hey, who is this? Is that a stripper? Nah, it's Starfire, man. Look like a stripper. Then throw Fantastic Four in there, which honestly I might skip. The writer strike is creeping into doing damage now. Yeah, hopefully the strike does not. The last strike went for 100 days chill. Hopefully this strike goes for like maybe 150, but that's still enough to do damage. We've seen how much damage it did to a lot of the movies that came out around 2007, 2008. Well, even after, because most of those movies that got filmed at that time suffered from that strike. Plus, when it comes to John Kane, Damian Wayne came before. John Kane came later. The Superman family later. There's reasons the age gap between Damian and John and even Superman and Batman. But let me ask, how big is the gap between John and Damian? That's the thing. How big is the gap between John and Damian in terms of age? Because, you're going to have this grown-ass kid. Like, how big was their gap in terms of age? Like I said, I still that's you have to think. We have to think about the time we can get to play with these characters. The time we get to play with these characters. Let's say you do a full 10 years. Whatever actor they cast for Damian Wayne, he's gonna be too old to be hanging around with a Jonathan Kent. He's gonna be too old. Nightwing is gonna age out at some point. They're gonna age out at some point, and they're gonna want to do other work, all these other things. You can only get these actors and these people for so long with these cinematic universes. It's not like the comics where you can do some bullshit reboots and multiverses and shit, and make a character a teenager again, and make a character into a little boy again, turn him into a girl or whatever. Like with the comics, you do whatever the fuck you want. You can say, "Oh, we're rebooting. We're gonna make Peter Parker a teenager again," which they can easily do. Onzo Rise of the Beast is trash. You guys, Onzo is just lashing out because I don't like Rise of the Beast and I have my own opinion. He wants me to like that shit. Don't trust Onzo, y'all. Don't trust him. What's good, Onzo? Ice Cube, acting like a gangster Green Lantern dropped in. Oh my god. Let me show y'all something. Hold up. I'm gonna get y'all comments real quick. Underrated movie right here. Oh my gosh. Oh, in the early 2000s, a motorcycle movie came out that tried to compete with Fast and the Furious. Just imagine Jon Stewart coming.
And I'm telling you, get out my face. Hands
Oh my god. Oh, Jon Stewart in a DCU played with Ice Cube is gonna be like this. Y'all remember this movie is called Torque.
Hands is still no. Get out my face. What the hell was you looking at?
I love you.
Jon Stewart for the DCU. Answer still no. Get out my face. Hey, that's not a bad movie. Torque's not a bad movie, y'all. Y'all need to check that out. Straight out of a crazy motherfucking name Killer. Oh my god. Trevante Rose for Jon Stewart. Now that's a better decision. Trevante Rose as Jon Stewart is a great decision. Trevante Rose, I actually cast him. Yeah, that's a solid cast. Or the guy from Purge, the first Purge, I'd cast him as Jon Stewart too. My fan caster for Jon Stewart, Trevante Rose. I stopped watching Titans because it was a recap about Jason Todd Batman issue and it was trash. Hope we get real Teen Titans. I'm telling you, in the DCU, we're about to get the Titans we need. They're not Beast Boy is gonna be, the color he's supposed to be. He's gonna actually turn into more animals. He's gonna turn into probably some extraterrestrial creatures too. He's turned into a dinosaur. Starfire's powers is gonna be on point. It's not gonna take her 4 seasons to start flying. Robin's gonna be on point. Well, Dick Grayson's gonna be on point. He's not gonna be this moody kid that goes around stabbing people in the neck with his robberangs. I call them robberangs. They're batarangs, but I call them robberangs. Mind you, we're not going to get a Justice League movie till at least chapter 2. I think we're going to get one in chapter 1, but it's probably going to be near the tail end of chapter 1, right? Or the Justice League could already be established in this, because that's the thing too. Yeah, the Justice League already got to be established at this point. If Batman already got his full Bat family, he needs to be a part of the Justice League at least by now. So the Justice League already has to be established by the time Superman Legacy drops. If Batman is already at Damian Wayne, you got to have a Justice League at this point. You got to have them. So, and when they do that Justice League movie, it ends, it's going to be, the final movie at the end. Because the Lanterns, Hal Jordan is already Green Lantern and Jon Stewart is Green Lantern, meaning Hal Jordan has been Green Lantern for a while. It's not going to be something new for him. Not that big of an age gap, but it still tells you that Batman doesn't longer than Superman. That's why he has a larger Bat family. So, Rise of the Beast, okay, not great or amazing, but okay. Facts. I mean, Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. played those characters for years before they could retire from them. Hey, they're gonna be back. That our money RDJ making, it's gonna be drying up soon. That money Chris Evans got right now, he got that. Chris Evans and RJ got that. They got that final check money. If you get fired, you get fired from a job or you get let go or you quit and give you a final check. That's what they got right now, which means they still need some work. And when Secret Wars happens, they better be in the movie. They coming back. RDJ is gonna come back as Iron Man, and Chris Evans is coming back as Captain America to be in the Secret Wars movie. It would have at least been like about 10 years by now. No, it's been long enough since they've been gone, and you can bring them back for this little one last time to come and have Chris Evans, Captain America, and Falcon team up. Falcon, Captain America, Captain Falcon, have them team up. You have RDJ coming back to team up with War Machine, Ironheart, and all the other Iron people. Now I got to hear Jon Stewart rapping. It was a good day. What up, DC Dots? What's good? Rogue Comics. I'm okay with Cyborg staying with the Titans instead of joining the Justice League. Yeah, or if you do it right at this point, Cyborg, like you can have Cyborg as like a leader of the Titans at this point, you know, because if Dick Grayson's going to already be Nightwing, he's probably going to be doing his own thing, and then part time like leading the Titans and everything with Starfire, or maybe Cyborg and Raven might be the head of the Titans at this point, and you have already the new people in, some of the young people. Yeah, Cyborg can already be a leader of the Titans. I think that'd be a good position for Cyborg, where he's a leader or a co-captain of the Titans. Because Dick Grayson's going to be Nightwing at this point. And when Titans did start, Dick Grayson as a founding member, Cyborg was also part of that. Well, he was a founding member when he was Robin. He founded it when he was Robin with these other people, these other kids. So at this point, Cyborg should be a lot older. Have him run the team. I think that would be really good for Cyborg. Letting him lead his own team, the Titans. It now be just as good as him being on the Justice League. He's a leader of a team. They're kids, but he's the leader of a team. All the characters are going to be established and be their comic accurate selves. Probably not complete, but comic accurate where the general audience will accept them. Yep, because they attempted. Well, Zack Snyder just did it all wrong. He did it all wrong. Like you can't build up Superman that early in his career, 18 months, and then you have Batman. He already lost to Robin. Who knows? His Batgirl probably died. It's and then Martian Manhunter's not even established yet. This is why I like about Superman Legacy, right? Just because all these other characters are appearing does not mean that it's going to be about them. It's going to be very much about Superman. I think what this movie is going to be like damn near a celebration of Superman in a sense, right? Where Superman is going to be probably doing his own thing, but throughout the film, through background characters, and Superman actually running into other heroes, probably asking for advice, meeting them, helping them. There might be a montage of him going around the world, helping other heroes with other things. Probably might be in Gotham helping Batman with something. Boom, he flashes over to Central City to help out Flash with something. Boom, he heads over to Wonder Woman City, see what she needs some help with. Boom, might be a quick little montage. But I don't think all these characters being introduced to Superman Legacy are going to be in no leading roles like Superman. He's going to be there to open up the gates to allow for these heroes to flock and run about and start introducing them and setting them up. Man of Steel could have done this, not introduce many characters, but if you was setting up the Justice League, you had Martian Manhunter in the movie the whole time and you didn't introduce him. You had him sit by and do nothing. And one of the problems with the old universe, like you wasn't world building. You could have had Martian Manhunter, have the General Swanwick guy be Manhunter, which he was, and have him be in a supporting role helping Superman fight the Kryptonians. You don't need to have him, fixing and resolving the whole issue. Superman can still fight Zod, but Martian Manhunter is powerful enough to go head up with some Kryptonians too. Have him go out there fighting Kryptonians with Superman. That shit would have been, I'm telling you, what Man of Steel made then, it would have doubled if you had Martian Manhunter up in there and him and Superman is fighting Kryptonians and shit and doing some epic combos and stuff. Manhunter using his telekinesis. Fucking up them Kryptonians. But Manhunter, I was recently watching some Justice League animated episodes. I like Manhunter, but man, his powers was trash in that show. His telekinesis powers never fucking worked. That shit was a fail all the time. Let me show y'all. Manhunter was taking L's. He would use telekinesis on people, and then someone would counter it, be like, "Oh, God, bro." Oh, yeah, let me show y'all. Dang, where's it at? Yeah, I ain't finna look through all that shit. But if y'all seen the Justice animated show, y'all know what I'm talking about. Every time Martian Manhunter, when you try to use his powers, he always just get bodied in almost every single episode. Manhunter was cool just being there, but he he was underutilized a lot. He was. But I think they only did that because he is, he is a strong character too. And I think they just wanted to be able to keep propping up Superman and Wonder Woman, have him use his other abilities like the telekinesis and power him down some more. Everything's going to be established, so the Justice League will already be established. But I even think the Justice League movie probably gonna get that at the end of the 10 years. MCU win Hulk, Thanos because they're not like the comic books. It's not that. Well, for one, MCU does not know how to power scale. They made Hulk very freaking weak. He doesn't even the anger he gets, he does not get more powerful. But it's just the fact that the MCU, through Universal, but mainly the MCU, they just poorly developed him. Like every time they had an opportunity to use his character, they poorly developed him. And they kind of did his progression backwards. Like it was, you go from Incredible Hulk 1, where he's semi intelligent, he's not completely dumb, he's not Savage Hulk. He's clearly getting more and more intelligent, but you can see it. He stands upright, he doesn't stand hunched over. Then Avengers 1, he's all hunched over. He's a Savage Hulk, he's moving like a gorilla, like real acting like an animal. And then Avengers, no, Thor Ragnarok, he's kind of like an infant. He's like 3 years old. He's getting a little slightly more intelligent. Get to Infinity War. Now he's Smart Hulk. And it's like that development was not good. That was some poor development of his character. I do have a feeling that everyone is going to get recasted. Oh, they all better get recasted. At this point, the only character I want to stay is Zolo as Blue Beetle because I do not want to waste that actor. This is a really good actor for Jaime Reyes, and if the movie does fail, it wouldn't even be his fault. It's just the brand that he's attached to. But I hope Zolo as Blue Beetle gets to stay. Like you really need to utilize him. And it is rumored that he's supposed to be popping up in the Booster Gold TV show, which makes sense. Booster Gold and Blue Beetle do have a relationship. Mainly Booster and Ted Cord, but he does have a relationship with Jaime Reyes also. I do have a feeling everyone's going to get recasted. You're going to do all those characters mentioned are going to get recast along with many more characters from DCU. So yeah, guys, let me just show you. Where's the authorities? Hold on. Oh, and you got comments like these, people saying, who the authorities? Who? Look, I don't know who the authorities is, but asking who these characters are when you can just get on Kindle and go read them. I mean, and besides, this exposure is just going to help these characters. That's why people be like, that's why a lot of these comic book fans, I don't understand them nowadays. 1 minute they were saying years ago, Man, I want to see other characters. I want to see the Guardians. I want to see Squirrel Girl. I want to see Static Shock. I want to see Icon, John Stewart, blah blah blah. So when these movies start to introduce characters that are not the usual, everyone's like, "Man, why are you taking a risk with those characters? You're gonna fail." Like, what the fuck do y'all want? What do y'all want? One minute you say you want these characters, one minute you don't want these characters. Now, granted, I don't want to see a Squirrel Girl versus Thanos movie. I don't want to see Squirrel Girl. But if they want to introduce Squirrel Girl, hey, fine by me. You know, we need to start introducing other characters too. We can't just focus on the big ones. The bigger ones do need more attention to them, but you also need to build out other characters too, instead of just focusing on the big ones. Like the authorities, I want to see them too. Like I want to see Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Blue Beetle. I want to see Etrigan show up and many other characters. You know, you get people talk. Like you got people literally saying the authorities ain't gonna pop, man. Nobody know who they are. Nobody know who the Guardians was. And guess what? Look what happened to the Guardians. They're one of the biggest brands in pop culture right now. One of the biggest franchises to exist at this moment is the Guardians. And those movies actually boosted the Guardians. It definitely started making those comics sell again. Especially Sasha Kali superhero. She should stay for Guns DCU. I talked about this with somebody on Twitter. If she does stay, she needs to get the traditional Supergirl outfit and she needs to, get the blonde hair. Other than that, she'll be fine. Because as far as playing a Supergirl of her type that she did, which is accurate to an extent, the look is accurate to a Elseworld comic, but the character type very much Kara Zor-El. She didn't have that love for humanity. She was very angry. She wasn't like no vindictive savage, but she did not have a love for humanity. But you guys will see what I mean in the Flash. She had to get taught about it, but you'll see. I feel like Booster Gold is going to be fire. I hope James is going to get some good comedy writers for that show. Like, I was talking about this on the stream with Nerdman. All these stand-up comedians in Hollywood, these movies nowadays, especially Transformers, any movie, these big blockbusters, they should get actual like stand-up comedians to come in there, read out their scenes where they're trying to do comedy, ask them for some tips because I like James Gunn, but his comedy can get dry at some point. So he can drag on stuff for too long. It's not to say he's not funny. It can make fun, some funny jokes, but it's sometimes when they get into a corny white boy humor, I just think they need some experienced comedians to look at some of their stuff and say, I think this would be funnier. Do it like this. What do you hope to see from chapter 2 if we make it that far? Man, chapter 2. Ooh. Well, chapter 1. See, what I want for the end-all, be-all villain of chapter 1, I kind of wanted to be Brainiac, right? Like Darkseid, it's not to say I don't want to see him within the first 10 years, but you can start building him up. And I think by the time we get to chapter 2, you can start to do Darkseid. But within the first chapter, you start to build up some new gods and stuff. Like you can show Darkseid, do a new gods project. We were supposed to get a new gods project before it got canned. But characters like in chapter 2, that's when you start to introduce Darkseid. But I think in the first chapter, you start having some people from New Gods, Granny Goodness, Steppenwolf, start coming down to Earth to start, trying to control Earth and all that. And Darkseid's sending some enforcers down. They don't really know who these villains are that keep coming, but they're coming and they need to deal with them. But I think Darkseid would be something you would start to show more in chapter 2. Chapter 1, kind of want Brainiac to be the end all be all, So I want, since Superman is leading out this universe, I think it should, the first chapter should end with Superman and his villain being the end all be all, and Superman stops the villain since he started this for this chapter. Zolo is pronounced Sholo. Sholo. Muschetti is pronounced Muschietti. What's it gonna take some getting used to? Actually, I forgot to tell you, Chris Hemsworth said he wants old Thor for part 1. Is that why he doesn't like Taika Waititi to ruin his character? Man, I don't know what Chris Hemsworth wants. Chris Hemsworth is so wishy-washy. Chris Hemsworth, he was gassing up that Fat Thor shit. He was gassing up Ragnarok. Now you know he flip flopping and don't want to do the comedy shit no more. I don't know what that actor wants. He doesn't even know what he wants. He's just following the money. He's seeing that he saw that in Thor 3. Man, you know, we made a lot of money from that. Let's do it again, Taika. And he saw that, you know, Thor 4 made less than Thor 3. I'm like, oh shit. Damn, Taika, we fucking up. I'm done with you. You know, Chris Hemsworth does not even know what he wants. He's clearly does not. He doesn't care about the art. He's just more interested in the money. He's trying to follow the money. Honestly, I think they need to get rid of him as Thor and be done with that. He should stick to doing Extraction, because I really liked him in Extraction 1. Don't know why they're doing 2. He died in 1, but whatever. But it's this Extraction franchise, he need to really come over here and build that up, because Extraction 1 was good. Jay forgot. Actor player Namor accused of sexual assault. When I think I would have known about this. No lie, I want to see Nubia in live action. I want to see her too. You know, I'm trying to see that. Hey, we get Nubia in the DCU. She need to have a body like this. Hello, y'all. I already got my Nubia. She better be dark skinned, but she better be built like this. If she not built like this, I don't want Nubia. Get her out of here. But she better be, you know, she better be built like this, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. And she gonna look fire in that armor too. Oh shit. Bring on some Nubia. She gonna look good up in that armor. I'm just saying, she gonna look good up in that armor. After having that skirt, that little battle armor, she gonna look good. Facts, Guardians were D-list characters, and James Gunn went and made them A-list characters. I'll say A-list characters for the MCU. I wouldn't say A-list in general, but for the MCU, he put them up there. I'll hopefully see Rise of the Beast tomorrow. Good luck. All I'm gonna say is humans get more screen time than the robots again, than the Autobots, Decepticons, Terracons. Well, Autobots, Terracons, and Maximals. Humans get more screen time than them, so be on lookout. They do. Give her a blonde hair and get that girl on set. I go see the Flash next Saturday. Yeah, she'll look good. Like, you know, to be fair, you know, you guys, I don't mess with race swaps like that. I don't. But if I see someone playing a role and they're race swapped in it, I'm not going to say fire them. Why are you got a Latina girl playing Supergirl? But I did a video on it. And when I saw Sasha Kali get announced as Supergirl, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. That shit was beautiful. That was beautiful to see. Like her genuine excitement of being told you are gonna play Supergirl.
Okay, you're Supergirl.
What it? What?
You know what this
What
is?
it? What?
You're Supergirl. Supergirl. Está bien, Sasha. Come back.
That was nice. That was it. It was like, you know what? It's good because her that the way she reacted, I was like, wow, she really wants to do this. She really want to do this. Now I don't know how much comics she read. I can care less, but that's clear. It's clear she was excited and happy and wanting to do this, and she got it. And she did her shit in that movie. She did her thing. She's not in it a lot, but she does what she needs to do to serve the story and serve the plot. She did what she needed to do, and she delivered it. I'm fine with James Gunn doing comedy and super movies, just don't oversaturate it, balance it out with serious. Yeah. Like Superman Legacy, right? That's a perfect movie where it needs to be balanced out, right? Because Superman, you can have comedy in it. He's not a comedy character, but James Gunn will throw some comedy in there. But it's going to be the casual comedy in most movies that are serious, anyways. Not a fully, not full blown like Guardians, which is a complete comedy. Facts. He switched up. Yep. RJ. Oh, shouts to RJ. We did a video together. Let me show you guys. Go check out RJ's video. I have it here. Yep. Make sure I go check out our new video right here regarding anime. Save that link. Don't leave the stream. Just save that link. But y'all go check out our new video here that we did. I'm featured up in this thing. Go check it out. Philip, don't fox out those rights. I wouldn't mind a well-made Dragon Ball film. If Dragon Ball do a live-action reboot, which company would you let them do it? Disney, WB, or Lionsgate, or Sony Universe Fox? I kind of want to see Legendary do it. Legendary. Yeah, I kind of want to see Legendary do it because Andy Muschietti, he's supposed to be doing Attack on Titan. That's still in production for him. But I guess Legendary. I kind of want to see what they would do with a Dragon Ball Z movie. The biggest thing I'd be worried about is just the casting of who they are going to cast. That's just my biggest worry. But Legendary. And aren't they doing a My Hero Academia TV show on Netflix? I saw that rumored casting on. I don't know if y'all saw that rumored casting for My Hero Academia. I hope that shit is wrong. I hope this is wrong because. So these was the only people that reported it, but these are the rumored castings of the My Hero Academia characters. And the way they did this research was through an IMDb leaking this. So the dude from Gotham is supposed to be Midoriya. Jace Norman is supposed to be Katsuki Bakugo. Graham Verchetti is supposed to be Shoto Todoroki. Isaac Hempstead is supposed to be Tenya Ida. That nigga look like a fucking nerd. God damn. And then Isabella Gameros as Uraka. Oh my gosh. God, please don't be true. Don't be true. Don't be true. Please don't be real, man. I hope this is not real. I hope, because
Dad.
I hope that shit ain't real. Whew. Gonna have to kill me if that shit real. Someone gonna have to put me in an electric chair, fry my brain, so I don't. They're Asian. They stay in Tokyo. They're supposed to be Asian. God, I don't know why it's so hard for these Americans to do this. I'm telling you. You know, don't let people tell you My Hero Academia can't work in live action. Just saying. This is from a stage play. This is a stage play. It can work in live action. You cast the right people, you cast the right individuals, you can pull it off. And this is just from the stage play. So yeah, it can work. It can work. You can cast Asian people and it can work. But I hope that's not real, because ain't no way that shit gonna get off the ground and even be worth watching. If that live action One Piece is good, then those productions are gonna get fast tracked. If that live action One Piece is good, then those productions are gonna get fast tracked. I haven't seen Netflix do like one good anime yet. But Netflix casting for the Yu Yu Hakusho surprisingly was on point. Surprisingly, that was on point. Yeah, so this who they for the Netflix. This is a live action for a Yu Yu Hakusho. This their cast. Not bad. Bro look kind of busted with that wig on in the middle, but not bad. They aight. They aight. But still, we need to actually see the products and see how they're going to go. I wouldn't mad that they got a black actor portray Piccolo. Oh yeah, nah, Piccolo needs to be played by a black dude. That's a black dude. Piccolo black. Like it's a white dude voicing him, but he sound like a black man. So I want to see. I would want to cast a black man to play Piccolo because he's black. You know, whether y'all like it, he's black. That's a brother Piccolo. The last Avatar myself trailer on a poster. Oh, so for Avatar, they haven't really posted nothing new, but they do need to update us on the animated movie that's supposed to be dropping. Got to give us an update on that. All right, guys, in 5 minutes we're gonna close up because I gotta prep for my. Well, I'm gonna be on stream with MSK, and I'm gonna be pretty much there for the rest of the night. But in a little bit, I gotta go get my parents in the airport, pick them up, all that. Gotta go put this antifreeze in my car too. Oh my gosh. Busy day. But let me tell y'all something. Grocery shopping is getting expensive. Man, I went to Foodsco. I'm in Cali. Y'all know I'm in SF. I'm in SF. Man, groceries here is getting wild, bruh. $102 for not that much shit, but I had to get, some groceries and stuff, just the essentials. Eggs, bread, fruit, veggies, all that. This shit cost 102, and it was like only 16 something items, bruh. I was like, oh, what the fuck? Grocery shopping is getting expensive, y'all. This shit, this inflation, all that. It was already expensive enough, but thing is, this prices of everything is just getting insane. Like, it's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. You know, back in the good old days, you know, back when people was living in the 50s and shit only used to be like a quarter or something. Get you a candy, be like, you know, it should just be a quarter, but it has gotten insane with these prices. Now I know how my parents feel these past couple years going grocery shopping and stuff. I know how they feel. But it wasn't this bad. Not this bad, not this expensive. I mean, the recession we had in 2008, you know, I mean, that stuff affected, but not like this now. Even gas and everything. Because you guys, gas was already high enough in SF. And when the war started happening over in Ukraine and stuff, and the prices shot up, like it was really no difference because we was already spending more than enough for gas. You know, people in the East Coast, they spending less on gas. Gas like $2, $3. Peace, blessing. Peace out, blessing. Be safe. Prices are a pain, especially here in California. It's getting like it's ridiculous. You know, we're at a point in life where, you know, you can't have the typical nuclear family lifestyle anymore because, you know, with that lifestyle, you know, the man is the one who works and provides for family and all that. And the wife stays at home, takes care of the kids, blah, blah, blah. Not saying you can't have that, but you need like more sources of income coming in than just one job. You know, some people they can work two jobs, but even that's can be a pain. It can be stressful. It can be draining, you know, doing all that stuff at a time. Nobody shouldn't be having to work that hard and struggle, but that's just life. Struggle is a part of it. You can't escape it. You will have times where you're not really dealing with it, but it's always going to creep up on you because that's just a necessity in life. Struggle has to be there. It's like good and evil. Good and evil is always going to be there. That's life. It's what it is. You can't fully cancel out evil and you can't fully cancel out good. Evil may prevail one day, good's going to prevail this day, but you can never truly, fully cancel it out. It's always going to be there. But we just make it work the best way we can. We just make it work the best way we can. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. Good and evil, fighting gun. Whoa. I don't like how you put the gun under evil. So you MCU fans, man, you guys be out of control with this. Flip that. Evil is Feige. Gun is good. Gun is the absolute epitome of good. Feige is literally evil. He's born as evil. Let me show you guys who Kevin Feige is. I'll show you guys who Kevin Feige is. Let me show you guys what this fool Kevin Feige be doing in the cuts. Hold on, y'all. This that devil, Kevin Feige.
Ain't no funeral home. It ain't the Terradome neither. Welcome to hell.
Woo, this was a good movie, y'all.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
See, that's what Feige be doing, man. Every time Feige gets you into his office, he puts his arm around you, walks you over to the window, and says, "Welcome to hell. Welcome." Shakes your hand. You know, he gives you a little kiss on the cheek and says, "You're mine. I'm gonna do what I need to do." Glad you found it, Blessings. All that matters. You know, you happened across it, and now you're here. All right, you guys, we're about to get ready to close it up. I want to thank you all for watching. Okay. Gotta send somebody a Cash App. Okay, sending it now. Come on. Okay. All right, y'all. Anything I got planned? I mean, nothing as of yet. Yeah, nothing really. But I want to thank y'all for watching. Because we're at peace, love, positivity. Yes, I'm gonna watch it. Might do reactions to it if it works my schedule. Gotta go. Goes at peace, love, positivity, all that jazz. Don't do drugs. And like I always say, guys, deuces.
What'd you do?